Today we are talking about personal branding. If you want to make more money with your business and become a millionaire, you need to master personal branding. Now we are in a new era where almost everyone is building a personal brand. But the real question is, how do people make money from their brands? After spending hundreds of hours studying top brands on YouTube, I have discovered that it all comes down to one strategy that most people don't talk about. It is a very strategy that top creators like Ali Abdal, Mr. Beast, Alex Homozy, and other top creators have used to make more money with their businesses and become millionaires. So by the end of this video, I'm going to break down this one strategy that these creators are using. And the best part of this strategy is that anyone can use it once they understand how it works. Now, for the longest time, I've always wondered how I can make more money on my business and in my skills. I've spent a lot of time developing my skills. I've spent a lot of time freelancing my skills, trying to find side hustles that can boost the revenue in my business. And one thing that I realized is that the more time I was putting in working in the side hustles, I was just getting tired, overworked. But when I look into my bank, I realized that there's a few money that was coming in. Then one day I realized that something had to change about the system that I was using. So I decided that instead of chasing money out there, chasing clients into my business, into the skills that I'm using, into the things that I'm doing, I thought of how can I find a system that will attract clients, that will attract money and opportunities to me rather than chasing them. And it all came down to one system. And the best system that suits of bringing opportunities to me, bringing in money, bringing clients to me was building a personal brand. Now, what if building a personal brand is like starting a garden? So if you're someone who is interested in catching butterflies, in costing birds in your place, what you do, you start a garden, let it grow, and birds and butterflies will be coming to your garden. And that's the best system that you are going to use to catch birds and butterflies, unlike going out there and looking for birds, looking for butterflies, where it's hard and it seems impossible for you to find them. It's the same thing with building a personal brand. Instead of you going out looking for people to buy into your systems, to buy into your business, to buy into your skills, your products and the services, it's better you build a personal brand that is going to help you to attract opportunities, to attract clients, to attract people to come to you for your services and your product. But for you to grow such kind of a personal brand that attracts opportunities, that brings in money into your business, into the products and services that you are selling, you need 6 elements that are going to help you to grow faster, that are going to help you to outstand the competition that is there. So element number 1, this is the most important ingredient that you need in starting a personal brand, because without this thing, you cannot grow a personal brand, you cannot attract opportunities, you cannot make money. It's the same thing with starting a garden. When starting a garden, you need to have a seed that you need to grow, because without a seed, you cannot grow a garden, and that garden won't even produce fruits, won't bear the ingredients that you need to have to attract the birds and to attract the butterflies into your garden. Now, when it comes to personal branding, your seed is your unique story and your personal brand idea that you need to have, because without this, you won't be able to sustain and grow it. It's a very ingredient that is going to help you to separate yourself from others. It's going to help you to also know what exactly you're standing for and why you're in that particular story and niche that you're pursuing. Element number 2, do you know what happens when you plant a seed in bad soil? And the best answer is that the seed won't go, because before you plant any seed into soil, you need to understand the type of soil and the soil requirements. Now, it is the same thing with your personal brand. Your soil are your skills and the platform you choose to grow your brand for. Because when you understand your skills, you know how it's going to help people and how you're going to monetize it. Then number 2, you know the best platform and how you're going to show up on that platform. So this is because the stronger the foundation is for your brand, the easier it is for it to grow, the easier it is for you to do the things that you like, to achieve on the brand. Element number 3, for the seeds that you've planted in your garden to start germinating and growing, they need water and sunlight. So water and sunlight is your content system and consistency and how you show up on personal brand. A content system is going to help you to have a clear strategy on how you're going to creating content that is strategically made in how you attract people and how you show up. So showing up consistently is going to help you to nurture your brand daily and the people that are showing up. Because without this, people are not going to trust you. They will think as though they're not serious about what they're doing. You need people to feel like they know you. You need people to feel like they are being helped in the brand that you're building. Element number 4, this is a time when your garden is growing, and the worst thing that happens that disrupts the growth of your plants and your seeds is when the weeds and other plants have started growing in the process. And what you need to do is to eliminate those weeds from your garden, to remove them so that your plants can grow healthy and in the best possible way that it receives the nutrients from the soil and from the sun. So it is the same thing with your personal brand. When you're growing your brand, it reaches a point when you need to start removing your weeds, to eliminate the distractions, to eliminate the wrong things that are happening on a brand. And weeds can be the wrong audience in your brand, can be lack of clarity and vision, and it can also be the negative habits that you have as an individual or as a brand that you have. So you need to make sure that you watch out of these weeds and you remove them as immediately as possible as you realize they are weeds. Once you remove the weeds from a brand, you're going to realize that you are removing the wrong audience and you're attracting the right people to your brand, attracting the right opportunities. Because what happens in the garden is that when plants are mixed with the weeds, most of the nutrients are eaten by the weeds. So it's the same thing with your brand. You don't want your brand to be confusing to the people whom you're targeting. You want your brand to be specific. You want your brand to be helping the people that you tend to help. Element number 5, this is the worst mistake that most beginner gardeners have, is that they think a garden will blossom overnight, and that's impossible. It cannot happen. It takes time, it takes patience. And it's the same thing with your personal brand. Your personal brand will take time for it to grow, it will take time for it to start bearing the fruits, to take time for it to bring in the opportunities. Without patience, without consistency, you'll see that personal branding is a struggle. But with patience and consistency, you will see and later realize how it's going to help you to grow your brand, how it's going to help you to grow your business and attract opportunities. Element number 6 is the stage where now you've put in the work, you've done the needed efforts to grow your garden, and a healthy garden reaches a point where it bears fruits, it gives you the flowers that you desire to have in your garden, and now it starts to attract the birds, and now it attracts the butterflies that you need to be to be flying around in your place, in your garden, and enjoying the presence of those plants and butterflies in your garden. And it's the same thing with your personal brand. It needs to reach a harvesting stage, which is making money and attracting opportunities. At this stage, you see that you're attracting the people who bring in opportunities, the people who help you to host and you grow it better, the people who can invest, the people who bring in money to boost the business, to boost the growth of brand. And at this stage, you have reached the last stage that has taken you the entire process of growing your personal brand. But there's one thing that most people miss out about personal branding that I've realized. And these are some of the things that most people don't see about personal branding. And if you miss them, you waste years and months chasing the wrong things. And if you want to avoid those things, watch this video where I share about the 5 hidden truths about personal branding that you need to know.